Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Cowboys Dak Prescott makes plea to free agent defensive star. It was a win on Christmas Day, and for the Cowboys, given the way things have been going, namely, a 3-game losing streak, there's nothing to complain about there. Sure, it was a team on its third-string quarterback, and sure Josh Johnson had not started a game since 2021, and sure the Cowboys' offense petered out almost completely in the second half. But it was 30-23 over the Commanders, and some good feeling has been restored at the Star. At 7-8-1 with one more game to play, though, the future is certainly weighing on the minds of those around the franchise. That includes quarterback Dak Prescott, who went for 307 yards on 19 for 37 passing, with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Prescott had his struggles after halftime, but did enough to bring home the win. With a .500 record, at least, in sight, Prescott is keeping one eye on having some momentum for 2026, and which players might be worth keeping around to maintain that momentum. One player stuck out for Prescott on Thursday, pass rusher Jadeveon Clowney. For a Cowboys defense that is lacking in pass rushers, both young ones and veterans, Clowney has been a blessing. He signed in September, and has stabilized a position lacking in depth. He was outstanding against the Commanders as he logged 1.5 sacks, the second time he has had more than 1 sack in the last 4 games. Prescott has enjoyed having Clowney's veteran presence around the team. Plays, one after another. He is a guy that loves the game, you can feel it, any conversations you have with him. He is a great teammate, Prescott said. Prescott wants to have Clowney back with the Cowboys in 2026. He signed a 1-year, $3.5 million contract for Dallas this year, and at age 32, would likely command a reasonable paycheck in 2026. Spotrac projects him at $5.3 million for 1 year on his next deal. He's a man. We're fortunate to have him, Prescott said. He's one of those guys we have to figure out how to keep. Jadeveon, being older, being the vet he is, has a lot of say-so. Hopefully we made the great impression and he has enjoyed this year, because he is a guy that we can benefit having for a full off-season and just growing into next year with his leadership and the way he approaches the young guys and the things they can learn from him. He's done it since he has showed up. Javonte Williams injury update provided after physical Cowboys win. The Dallas Cowboys grinded out a 30-23 victory against the Washington Commanders on Christmas. The victory was probably closer than it should have been. Dallas led 24-10 at halftime, but the offense sputtered out in the second half, producing just 6 total points. Defensively, the Cowboys surrendered a 72-yard touchdown run to Jadeveon Clowney that gave the Commanders some life. Ultimately, Brandon Aubrey iced the win with a late field goal, and Dak Prescott was able to run out the clock to break the Cowboys' 3-game losing streak. In the midst of a physical game, Dallas had a couple of players forced to exit due to injuries. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer provided an update on running back Javonte Williams and cornerback Shavon Revel Jr. Williams left with a shoulder injury in the first half, finishing with 13 carries for 54 yards and a touchdown. He apparently re-aggravated an ailment that he's been dealing with for a few weeks. Revel Jr. went down in the fourth quarter for an extended period. The rookie defender tied for the team lead with 6 tackles and a pass deflection. He'll be going into concussion protocol. It's worth wondering if Dallas will consider sitting Williams in the regular season finale. Malik Davis had an admirable performance, totaling a career-high 103 yards on 20 carries. Revel Jr. recovered from an ACL injury and made his debut last month. He's one of the few bodies at a position of need as the team has been banged up at cornerback all year. Schottenheimer compared the Cowboys' win over the Commanders to a title fight. It was a gritty game from beginning to end, especially with both teams on a short week. We knew we had to play a physical game, Schottenheimer said. When you guys go in there, you'll see a few of the guys look like they were literally just in a heavyweight title fight. Malik Davis's arms are all beat up and bloody, his eyes swollen. At the end of the day, it was a physical game, and I'm just really proud of these guys. Dallas will get a little extra rest before its final game of the season against the New York Giants. The contest is a flex game that could be scheduled on January 3rd or January 4th. Top NFL superstar left team facility after heated exchange, could lead to possible blockbuster trade. Things are starting to heat up in Las Vegas as NFL's top pass rusher, Maxx Crosby, has left the Raiders team facility after a disagreement that would shut him down for the rest of the 2025 season. According to the breaking news, the team told Crosby that he won't play for the rest of the season as there isn't any reason to risk an injury, but that triggered him to leave the building. Reportedly, Crosby doesn't care about securing the top draft pick next year, and their disagreement could lead to a sudden trade that would allow him to join another team. Originally selected in the 4th round, this situation could lead to questions regarding his future in Las Vegas. If the two parties can't agree, it might be best for both to move on, as Crosby has been in several trade rumors either way. Crosby is a generational pass rusher who caught the attention of Jerry's World and other teams needing a high-stakes defender. While the pass rusher explicitly stated before that he doesn't desire to leave the Raiders, his stance could change, especially if the Raiders continue to crumble. At 2-13, Las Vegas isn't a culture that fits with what Crosby wants, and that's to win championships. He won't get that there anytime soon with the Raiders. With him turning 29 next year in August, the 5-time Pro Bowler isn't getting any younger. In 2 years, he could be slowing down, so the team should decide on him before he ages and doesn't provide a ton of value in return, and the Cowboys should make the splash offer. The Dallas Cowboys tried to strengthen their defense before the trade deadline, acquiring Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson. While there was improvement, it wasn't enough to make the playoffs. With defensive Matt Eberflus in hot water, the Cowboys will need to address the stalemate of this defense either way. Even if Eberflus is fired, they must find a reliable pass rusher to give the interior of the defensive line. Jadeveon Clowney is reportedly open to signing another 1-year deal to accommodate their pass rushing needs, but why not get Crosby too? He provides more of a long-term relief, while Clowney can continue to thrive in rotational scenarios. Dallas should see an improved defense with Crosby and Clowney paired up, along with a new defensive coordinator.